What were the things that you were pre-planning for? You've always talked about, you said that with your Kickstarter campaign, you front-loaded all of the work. So what did you front-load in terms of this short film?
The casting was the big thing. I cast a great actor, Lionel Pena, as the recruiter, and I knew him because he was the town boss in my web series from several years ago. And Lionel's a trooper. He's been in a number of movies, and I felt that having him on board from day one would really help us as far as being able to do a casting call and being able to read our two leads together to see what kind of chemistry they had, as opposed to just with a casting director and with myself. So that was kind of the big thing. I knew this was going to be a film that was made or broken in the performances, especially with Curtis Cook Jr. as the basketball player. It's a very nuanced role that you have to be able to play. You have to be able to be believable as a basketball player, both from the physicality of playing the sport, but also from your attitude and the way you carry yourself. You have to show that you're a highly competitive athlete, but your performance also has to have a certain vulnerability. Again, go see the short if you haven't seen it. Spoiler alert. But he's sandbagging. He's playing dead. He's playing possum a little bit, and so you have to be able to show vulnerability as well. So that to me was the big thing, was finding the right actor. And Curtis showed up, was the only actor we read that didn't have a headshot, and just nailed it. And the rest of the day, it was who can beat Curtis. And then I did a callback. So I think a lot of the front loading of the preparation, you don't want to get on set and find an unpleasant surprise. So to me, this is a basketball movie that needs to have convincing basketball. One of the problems that you're faced with when you're making, say, a Hollywood sports film is that this actor really wants to be in it, but maybe that actor can't actually hoop. So then you have a guy who can't really dribble and has a broken-looking jump shot, and you're cutting to the rim and the ball goes in. This is expressly not that film. This is a movie that I think has to appeal both to indie film fans and real basketball fans as a fan and player myself. So the casting call, the callbacks are scheduled to be 2 days later in a casting room, and I couldn't have that. So on Monday for our Tuesday callbacks, I'm calling gyms in Manhattan, and I say, I need to reserve an hour in your gym. Day before, less than 24 hours notice, and I managed to find a place. So we did our callbacks there. So not only did we reread, full scenes and really sort of have our best actors come back, but I also was able to set the actors and play one-on-one against each other and see what they could and couldn't do, and see who really could handle a ball and who could shoot, and find out, what they can and can't do, in the sense that then I could direct towards their strengths on the court and not be wasting time on set finding out that, oh, I've written a scene, I've written something for you to do that you're not very good at, but you're really convincing at this other thing, so we're going to waste a bunch of time shooting this one thing and then making an adjustment to go to this other thing. So that way I could walk on set already having it choreographed in my head. And on the web series, The West Side, there's a lot of action, there's gunfights, there's a lot of after effects, there's always special effects in there, and we didn't do a single storyboard. I feel very comfortable knowing screen direction. I've been editing for 12 years. I think were we doing visual effects or something, I would definitely want a storyboard for those purposes, but I feel very comfortable walking into a set knowing where to put the camera and how to get continuous action. So it was more the front loading of the performance and the ability to play the sport and knowing what was going to happen on screen, more so than it was the front loading of storyboarding and previs or anything like that. I did a shot list. That was my main planning. And then on the set, I ended up having to kill a lot of those shots, of course, to make the day, given that we were doing, 7.5 pages in a day or something, plus basketball action. So I think the front loading is really just making sure that, trying to minimize the number of unpleasant surprises that you're going to face on the day.